This week we head south of Cooperstown to Milford. In the late 1700s, this was the untamed wilderness. The first settler arrived in 1770, but few followed until after the Revolutionary War. The government paid its soldiers with tracts of land and carried out campaigns against the Loyalists and the four nations of the Iroquois that sided with the British. We visit the director of the Greater Milford Historical Association, Jim Havener, at his shop.
During the Revolution, the Clinton-Sullivan expedition came down the Susquehanna River. The first evening they stayed here. After the war, a number of the regiments, which were given land instead of being paid in money, came to this area. Regiments men from New Hampshire, Connecticut, Western Massachusetts came into this area and settled, and they started the town in 1796.
The village of Milford is filled with old homesteads. Jim Havener works to repair historic furniture and restoration pieces for historic buildings in the area.
Well, I started this business 23 years ago, The Furniture Doctor, and it's a full-service business that deals with antique restoration, refinishing, decorative finishes, and repair of furniture and basically restoration pieces from buildings of houses and stores. And I came here, I went to the Cooperstown graduate program and learned furniture conservation there. I started this historic photograph gallery called the Primitive Photography in my travels around the area looking at furniture because I saw a lot of photographs that dealt with vernacular photography, the photography of the everyday. It's photographs of people, places, and things that individuals took photographs of, not professional photographers. I mean, it captures during whatever time period the photographs were taken, from the early 1830s through till today. You really find images that really kind of portray the real specific character of this area. For example, this photograph to my right here is a photograph of a field that's being farmed around this area, and it's a great example of social history because we see the farmers in the field with children and with women, and they're growing a multiple of crops. For a long time we've always tried to figure out what the crops were in the foreground. It's went everywhere from beans to hops, and it's still a mystery of what they're actually growing in this field.
For all of our traveling around the Mohawk Valley, we have been on Main Street of this town, Main Street of that town, but never before coming here today to Milford have we come somewhere where there was two main streets and they both intersect each other. We are here on the corner of North Main, South Main, East Main, and West Main.
The historic 120-year-old Milford Inn once again is serving the community. Earlier this year, it was restored and reopened as an inn and restaurant.
I believe it was built and established in 1883, and at one point in time it was attached or semi-attached to what used to be the Central Hotel, which I believe burned down in 1931. Actually, there's a picture inside of the hotel on fire. It's been a bar restaurant since the beginning. There was a shoe store, and during Prohibition, if you ordered a certain shoe, you got a bottle of booze with it. And that was a story that I was told by some of the locals.
I had an open steak sandwich over toast. You couldn't find the toast because the piece of steak was so big, and it was, I might add, very, very delicious. And I also had their soup there, which was absolutely incredible. It's worth the ride down just for that. It was squash, typical of fall, squash and carrot soup, fantastic. Take a little trip today to Milford, to the Milford Inn, And if you order one entree, the second one is going to be half price.
Behind these walls is all the life I know, and the sadness in my heart will always grow. 'Cause inside this prison I cannot be free. Inside this prison I cannot be me. Inside this prison I will forever be.